Welcome to SOS Media, your number one source of the latest news, opinions, and in-depth investigations that dig deeper into today's developing stories around the globe. Celebrities often dislike being compared to others due to the desire to maintain their individuality, artistic differences, potential competition or rivalry, personal relationships, concerns about public perception, evolving career trajectories, and the pressures imposed by constant media comparisons. These factors contribute to a preference for being recognized and appreciated for their unique contributions and identities within the entertainment industry. As the music world gets more innovative and other music stars come up, Drake is now being referred to as this generation's R. Kelly, not only because of his rather admirable musical success, but also because of his alleged love for interactions with young women. Ever since the documentary Surviving R. Kelly was released in 2019, this comparison steadily became more seamless, both in musical success and the allegations, and Drake's history of problematic behavior, both of which have been garnering lots of attention online. In 2019, Drake had been getting some attention after a video of the Toronto rapper pulling a 17-year-old fan on stage, and kissing her even after she reportedly revealed she was underage. This incident also unfortunately came to happen after it had been alleged that Drake could have started a relationship with a 16-year-old, and also regarding his then weird relationship with the then 14-year-old Millie Bobby Brown. For a very long time, Drake has been one of my favorite musicians, and I was even lucky enough to check him out in concert recently. When I first became a fan of rap music, it was songs like Best I Ever Had and Over that I would listen to on my old iPod Nano, and those are songs that I still listen to this very day, Drake's fun Haley Hines tweeted in support. Now, Drake's giving all the lingering R. Kelly fans out there the side eye on his new album by taking a shot, probably in an effort to have them rethink their streaming selections. On the track Drew a Picasso, which is planted just past the midway mark of For All the Dogs, Drake paints the picture of himself in a tit-for-tat argument with his girlfriend. When she comes down on him for living up the nightlife, he barks back with a shot at the incarcerated king of R&B, R. Kelly. Why you act like just 'cause I go to the strip club, girl, that I don't love you? You still listening to R. Kelly in the whip, baby girl, and I don't judge you, Drake's shot at the R&B king runs. The shot is particularly very interesting considering the fact that Drake sampled R. Kelly on his 2021 album Certified Lover Boy, but he's clearly rinsed himself of all things dealing with R. Kelly, and he's advising all the girls who love him to do the same. Now, Drake recently announced he's following up on his newest album only a month after its release, and some fans think it's a direct move reacting to the viral bashing from Joe Budden. Shortly after Drake announced his Scary Hours 3 EP would arrive at midnight, Budden's name became a trending topic, crediting him for the quick Avo sound turnaround. If you remember that on the weekend of Drake's Dogs release, Joe Budden criticized Drake for blending in with the teeny boppers, even slamming the Yeet collab IDGAF, which has been the runaway fan favorite on streaming. In fact, Dogs recently surpassed the 1 billion stream mark, clearly showing that people are still bumping it, but Joe told Drake he needed to do better. Drake says he's happy with Dogs and he's just getting musical inspiration at a rapid pace, and thinks it would be a crime for him to withhold the tracks from the public. Meanwhile, Drake has had a few jabs left to throw Pusha T's way, and didn't hesitate to unleash them on his new Scary Hours, the deluxe edition of For All the Dogs. On Wickman, produced by The Alchemist, Drake avenges his longtime friend and producer Noah Avo 40 Shabib. We should remember that back in 2018, Pusha released the story of a Didon on which he dissed Noah 40's multiple sclerosis disorder with no remorse. Drake ripped into Pusha using the same cadence the Clips rapper once used to diss him, and added some slander of his bank account, saying, "Man, I remember the guy joking about some tick-tick and now that rapper is broke. That boy a statistic." Empty clips, Drake rattled. Wickman marked Drake's second Pusha snipe this year, and he also called him out on Travis Scott's hit Utopia album, and invited him to pull up on his Blur tour, but Pusha has been noticeably quiet, even when Jim Jones got at him. Pusha's quietness probably won't last for long though, because that's surely a lot of sticks and stones in his direction. As we continue to wonder why Drake sort of verbally attacked R. Kelly, we should also know that Drake didn't hesitate to voice his frustrations towards his friend-turned-foe Kanye West on his new project, and voice them he did with charged-up aggression. So one keeps wondering if Drake is getting too comfortable to spare any other. As you may all know, Drake dropped yet another album, and on his new song Red Button, Drake roasts Ye for constantly backsliding on their friendship over the years, and most recently being the 2021 Larry Hoover benefit concert that did very little to end their beef. Every time you need me for a boost, I never hesitated. Every time that Yeezy called a truce, he had my head inflated and thinking that we gonna finally piece it up, but was always wrong, Drake said of Kanye West then. If you recall, Jay Prince organized the event and told supporters that he had convinced Drake and Ye that they were doing their part in helping criminal justice reform as well as mending their beef, something that clearly did not happen. Drake later stated that his only competition in the music game was Taylor Swift, whom he says can make him move a release date but not the rest of the other guys. We should again recall that in 2021, Drake's hotly anticipated album Certified Lover Boy was finally released after being delayed for months, but fans of the rapper were left unhappy as many listeners had taken issue with the album's 8th track titled TSU, which sees R. Kelly credited as a writer. Many fans of Drake and those of R. Kelly inclusive then saw his inclusion in the credits of his song as a gesture of support. While R. Kelly did not actively collaborate on the track in the same way that the other co-writers of the song did, including Justin Timberlake and Timbaland, fans still took issue. Drake's song samples R. Kelly's song Half on a Baby, which some argued gives him an automatic credit on the track, but it surely didn't necessarily mean he would receive any royalties or other form of payment for it. While R. Kelly's music had frequently been sampled by hip-hop artists prior to his more recent legal issues, TSU marks the most high-profile usage sampling since the singer was indicted on federal trafficking and racketeering charges in Brooklyn, New York. Meanwhile, R. Kelly through his lead attorney Jennifer Bonjean appealed both his New York and Chicago sentences, and the proceedings are ongoing. Last month, the government requested for an extension of time in which to submit their reply brief for the Illinois appeal to 30th of November this year 2023. We the supporters of R. Kelly won't at any point in time be bogged by what others say or do to R. Kelly. We are passionately following the appeal proceedings, and we are very optimistic that the arguments put forth, and legal misinterpretations exposed by Bonjean that marred R. Kelly's cases are already an automatic win on our side. We hope to see R. Kelly regain his deserved freedom sooner than later. Thank you for watching today's video brought to you by SOS Media. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our videos. Also remember to leave your comment about today's topic in the comment section below.